Over the past 20 years, the Hyundai Santa Fe has been a prominent player in the mid-size family crossover segment. And for 2024, they've launched a fourth generation model. So there's a lot of changes to look at, and the 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe is the feature of my latest Novak Report review, so stick around. The 2024 Santa Fe is available with two powertrains for now. At the launch, they're looking at a gas and a hybrid engine option. The gas only is a 2.5-liter turbocharged GDI engine. It has an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it has an output of 277 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. If you're looking to tow with the gas-only engine, you will have 3,500 pounds of towing, but you get an extra 1,000 pounds if you go for the XRT trim, which is one of the trim levels available. The hybrid engine is a 1.6-liter hybrid, which is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it has a net total output of 231 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. As I say, this is for now because there will in all likelihood be a plug-in hybrid version of the Santa Fe. They're still selling the 2023 plug-in hybrid, so I would imagine there'll be probably in the 2025 model year you'll see your PHEV coming, but right now you just have the gas and the hybrid only. Sometimes a next-generation version of an existing model doesn't look too different from its predecessor. But that certainly is not the case with this new Santa Fe, as this 5th-generation variant offers a dramatically different overall exterior presentation than it did before. A longer wheelbase now makes 3 rows of seating a standard offering, and the proportions of the new Santa Fe are designed to be more rectangular and boxier than in previous versions. There is purpose to the new proportions given the new focus on lifestyle that Hyundai is using to target the new design. However, whether it be accidental or intentional, the new active and capable Santa Fe bears a hard-to-ignore likeness to another well-known active and capable SUV from a certain luxury brand known for these types of vehicles overall. The dramatic exterior changes go beyond overall shape, as you'll see a completely new look from the front with an elevated level hood line, H-shaped headlamp signature, and precision detailed fenders. In the rear, H-shaped tail lamps, like the headlamps, harmonize and complement the front view for a clean and unique lighting signature from all angles. In North America, Santa Fe is available in 11 exterior colors, including 6 which are new, such as Earthy Brass Matte, which was the color of my tester here, and one that I really did like. The new Santa Fe does come with 3 rows of seats as standard, but if you use that 3rd row, then your cargo space behind becomes very small. So if you use this for family travel, for example, you want to go on a vacation or camping, you're going to probably have to use the roof to put, say, a tool bag or something to put your luggage and other stuff above. Now, usually, I mean, I'm used to this. Whenever you do so, you might open the door and hold on to the rack and you step up here. But when you get into the back, sometimes it gets tricky. So what they've done with the Santa Fe is they have this sort of C-pillar assist handle, and it's really a little slide here. This little thing you push in, and then when you do, it gives you a chance to lift yourself up using the tire, and you can get above to adjust your bag. So kind of a neat little feature. That's one of those small things that may make a difference when you're considering what vehicle to buy next. So another move that they've done to increase the usability of the Santa Fe for outings and camping is they've increased the size or the opening of the liftgate. So if I just use the power liftgate to open up, which by the way, you can set the height in case you have a low roof in an underground garage or something, but it opens wide. So if you come in a little bit here, you can see that the overall, compared to the previous gen Santa Fe, they've actually added 6 inches of width to the opening and about 2 inches of height. So it's certainly more capable of getting in larger items. And when you have these 2nd row seats down, they've added about 5 or 6 extra cubic feet, or I think it's about 3 cubic feet of extra space. Because again, it's still not much. When you put those, as I said, when you put those 3rd row seats up, you have almost next to nothing. But when you do want to get that 2nd row seat down, and if you're just only sitting with 2, again, this is 2+2 on the upper trim, but there is a bench seating for 5 in lower trims, but you do have more space and a wider egress for getting stuff in the cargo. It's an all-new interior with the 2024 Santa Fe, and there are a lot of things that are noticeable. It definitely has an all-new feel to it, and there's a couple things I want to point out of note. We've seen with Hyundais and Kias a lot the elongated dual screen, the two 12.4-inch informations with your driver information cluster and your infotainment screen, and that's the same here too with the Santa Fe. But the good thing that I like is it is a curved screen. So as you get towards the infotainment system, it does slightly curve in. And that's good because it's more of that sort of cockpit. It really is the information, as much as we're in an era where people do control, your passengers might control the music and stuff, you still want visually everything to be focused on the driver. So that slight curving in is very good. At the left side by the door of the dual screens is a little button here. You're going to go, what is that for? And it's very interesting. It is biometric security. It is a fingerprint reader. So you would simply put your fingerprint in. It's for valet mode. So if you want to keep, if you're giving this off to somebody else to drive and you want to protect certain things to lock it away, it just put your fingerprint reader in. It has to be programmed, but it's a neat little extra security feature. Now, some of what you see in here are options. This is the Tester's, the ultimate calligraphy. It's the top end trim here in Canada. But what I do like is dual wireless charging spots right here for your phones. There still are USB-C charge ports here that you can connect to, but we have side-by-side wireless charging, and it's a pretty interesting feature. It's surprising no one else has really done that before, at least in mainline model offerings. On the exterior, I did note how there's a bit of a Land Rover look to it, and it even carries inside. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but certainly the look of the wheel kind of has that Land Rover vibe. From time to time, when I look at an all-new vehicle design, I'll see something that I've never seen before, and that is true here with the Santa Fe. If you look on the right-hand side, quite often you'll see vehicles with dual top and bottom glove boxes, and you might think that's the case here too, because you have one on the lower side and on the upper. But when you open up the upper, it's actually not a glove box. What it is an ultraviolet sanitizer tray. So this is for sanitizing things. Apparently what you need to do is, if you say you have gloves, I don't know, if you've been somewhere where there's germs, you put them in, and just above where the wireless charging is, you see a button that says UVC. You press it while driving, you close it all up, and after about 10 minutes or so, whatever is inside will be 99% removed of bacteria and germs. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's a neat little thing. I just can't think of when I've wanted this. And maybe other people will say that way too. But now that you have it, you'll say, wow, I need something I never knew I needed before. But anyway, that's the new thing here in the Santa Fe that I've never seen anywhere else. More than just being a people and cargo hauler, Hyundai has built the new Santa Fe to be something of a functioning active lifestyle vehicle as well. With second and third row seats folded down, Hyundai sees the 40 cubic feet of cargo space as a terrace-like space at the rear liftgate opening, thus enabling users to use the space while enjoying outdoor surroundings. Hyundai apparently used lifestyle data to identify consumer interest in the latest outdoor trends, such as car camping and gear-intensive outdoor adventures. Now, to use the Santa Fe as a place to sleep in, you'd pretty much need to stick to the 7-seat configurations, as placing an air mattress down with 2 captain's chairs, such as available on the upper-level trims, would leave a large gap that would somehow need to be filled in. It's possible, but it seems a little bit more cumbersome. As for trim walks and pricing, in Canada and the US, there are some differences. In Canada, right now, and I'm speaking today as of mid to late May 2024, there are 4 trim levels available, 3 of them being gas only and 1 of them being in hybrid. In the US, there are 6 gas only trim levels and there are 3 hybrid trims available. Now here in Canada, just as a note, the lone hybrid powertrain is in the preferred trim, which is at the lower end. It is not in the calligraphy or limited, and that's a really interesting decision. I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive to what we've usually seen, back in the old days when a hybrid would be in the upper trim. I can't really think why this would be. I haven't had a chance to speak to the product planners in Canada here. The only thing I could think of, and this is just my guess, is that they may be holding off on some of the upper trim levels for the eventual plug-in hybrid that is to come. Again, it seems odd that you're only giving sort of base options and amenities if you want to go more fuel efficient, but right now that's what it is. Now, as for the entire trim level packaging and pricing, there's a lot of information, so I'm going to put it up in a separate little visual here. So here is the entire trim line and packaging for Canada and the US. You'll never accuse Hyundai of being boring when it comes to new vehicle designs. That certainly is the case here with the new Santa Fe. There's a lot of interesting technology inside and a striking new design on the outside, even though it's a little bit similar to something else we might think about. But overall, I liked it, and I hope you liked this video review. If you did, make sure you indicate so and share this with others. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. And if you are, please make sure you're ringing the bell so you're notified of every time I upload something new. That's it for now. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching.